All right. Another episode of Shop Talk with the Nardizzler, Will Narduzzi.
Well, what week is it, Jeremy, in the commercial real estate world?
It is week 19, I think. That's what I got.
And we are closely approaching our first hiatus of the year, of the summer months.
Yes.
It's coming in fast.
Yes. Get ready, CRE bros. Your 3-month vacation is about to begin.
Commences now.
Shameless self-plugs. You got Trinity Junction playing this weekend on Saturday night at the Firehouse Gastro Park in Grand Prairie.
This weekend?
This weekend.
Saturday.
And then next Wednesday, we're having our MatCap annual meeting. If anyone's interested in going to that, just reach out to us and we'll get you an invite.
I had a guy call me from California to come.
To come to it?
Yeah.
Is he coming?
He listens to us on this, and then he, I guess he follows us on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Not that we're super active these days on there, but
I tried this weekend.
Yeah, you did. You did. I saw that. But yeah, so I connected him with Bella. So yeah, no, seriously, if you are interested, email Jeremy or I, or if you have Isabella in our office, her contact information, feel free just to reach out to her and she'll give you all the contact information. Her email is isabella@matador-capital.com. So she'll hook you up.
Yep. We'll go over all the things we're doing and at the end of it, ask you to give us money.
This is like a timeshare pitch.
Yeah.
You will get free food, booze,
Yeah.
and we will try to hose you. No, I'm just kidding. Come make millions with us.
All right. Not much on the economic calendar this week, but you do have jobless claims. 212 is the forecast. Previous was 208. U.S. debt. We're recording a little late today, so it's at 20 billion, gone up last week, but might have been 19 billion if we would have done this morning. So that's how fast it's rolling. So, and it's funny. So when me and my brother were talking about this, he was like, "Hey, you ought to look at what the debt is in relation to GDP ratio." And I was just, when I was prepping for this yesterday, I got on the debt clock and looked at it, and it literally has the ratio sitting there.
What's the ratio?
In 1960, the U.S. federal debt to GDP ratio was 52.92%. So it was half of the GDP.
Yeah.
In 1980, it was 34.57.
Oh, no.
Reaganomics. In 2000, it was 58.03%.
Look, Clinton.
Now, Clinton was the only time we had a surplus.
Yeah.
Now, guess what it is, Will?
I don't know. 10.
122%.
Oh, Jesus. My math was moving the other way.
So it is, our debt is more than our GDP, and it's going up every day. Anyways,
we're not recording, but I'm holding my face. There's no video of it, but it's
all right. Let's look at the indices. The Dow Jones, it closed out last week at 38,675, up 1.13% or 436 points. The S&P closed pretty much unchanged, 5127, up 14 points. The NASDAQ, it was up 1.41% to close out at 16,156, so 229-point gain. Oil took a little dip, down $5.87 a barrel to close out at $77.98 a barrel. So we're back under 80. And the treasuries, the 5-year lost 18 bips to close out at 4.5.
Ooh.
And the 10-year closed out at 4.518. It lost 15 bips. So
still frothy.
Yeah, it's kind of, it seems like once it gets to 4.5, stuff starts to break.
Yeah.
And
it's breaking.
It's breaking. I must break you. All right. Last week's real estate stock performance. Real estate development stocks were up 2.27%. REIT mortgage and REIT residential trailed right behind at 1.8 and 1.68. REIT hotel and motel was down, but real estate stocks on the whole were up. So REIT industrial, though, on the 1 month performance is down 10.48%. It's the loser. It's the lagger.
That's not good.
All right. Term of the week.
Oof. Give it to me.
The halo effect.
What's that?
That means the city's just getting bigger.
I thought you were gonna hit me with some good shit there.
No, it just means it's just like it's just getting bigger.
So is Dallas like the halo effect?
Yeah, like look at Frisco. It's part of the halo effect.
Yeah,
right?
people say they're from Dallas. It's like, no, bitch, you're from Frisco. You're not from Dallas.
Yeah, I love it when I always told people I was from Irving. They would be like, "Oh, that's close to Las Colinas." I go, "No, that's Irving too. They just don't brand themselves with it because they don't want to they don't want that stain on it.
Yeah, they don't want that crooked eye involved." That's funny.
Speaking of markets, we didn't talk about this yet, but I just got back from Miami this morning.
Yeah, you have a halo amongst around you. You're glowing.
Yeah, got a new tan. So, but I went to the F1.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I've never been. I've always wanted to go.
I had no clue it was even there. I literally was walking through the lobby of the hotel we were staying at.
Yeah, the
first night we were there, and I looked over and I saw this couple that I went to high school with.
That's crazy.
And I was like, what's going on? And he runs like the Lamborghini, Ferrari, McLaren dealer in Arizona.
Okay.
So he was like, I'm just out here for the race. I'm like, what race? He's like, the F1 race. And I'm like,
it's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. They had 275,000 people there.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Holy smokes.
It was crazy.
That is big.
So anyway, so I was like, well, I'm going to go to that.
Yeah.
So we went. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we got to do that.
It seems like if you are an F1 driver,
yeah.
you were rich before you became an F1 driver, because I think you can only be rich and do that sport.
Yeah.
Those are like $15 million cars.
Yeah.
But you know what's nice about it? It wasn't like forever. It was like an hour and a half. They ran 57 laps and it was over. Like, it wasn't that bad.
Like NASCAR's all day.
I thought it was going to be like an all day race. Yeah. And I was like, but this was like, they got it. Ran 57 laps and it was over with. And
who won?
Lando McLaren. He beat out the Red Bull guy who just destroys everybody. Yeah. There's like one guy. I can't remember his name now. But
I think it's like Carlos or something like that.
No, it's
1 second.
I followed him on Instagram.
Of course you did.
He's got like 12 million followers.
Verstappen?
No, hold on a second.
Yeah, he's the Graves.
Yeah, I think it is Verstappen. He's Dutch.
You know who's huge in F1?
Who?
Andrew Holder.
Yes, I saw him
massive
posting that. I was like, I wanted to call him and be like, I went.
Andrew, if you're listening, call Jeremy. Sell us a building. Maybe you get to go. I just put it out there. I can't promise that.
I don't know. It's coming to Austin in October.
Dude, the next one's in May. It's in Italy.
And then the Monaco.
Yes.
You know, it's funny that the F1 is something I never really wanted to do. But one thing I've always told Tammany I always wanted to do is like, I've always wanted to go to the F1 in Monaco. I don't know why. I just remember that opening scene in Iron Man 2 where they're at the F1 in Monaco. And I was like, I want to do that. Yeah, that looks cool.
It's pretty badass.
Like, that looks awesome. So,
dude, I haven't been. I didn't get to go to Monaco, but my dad's been. And he said in the 90s, Heineken beers were like 15 to like $18. Well, all the way back then. So they're probably like $30 now.
Dude. So we're walking out and we took we went to a lot and we took a shuttle from the lot, like a rideshare lot. And we were walking out and there was a guy with a car and he had a little sign up said available.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I might just I might overpay for this.
Yeah, just get out of
here.
And
I walk and I was like, hey man, how much to go back to the one hotel? And he goes, $800. I was
What?
It's funny because these two dudes were right behind me. They're like, we're going there too. And we would have shared that with you, but we ain't paying that.
No,
I was like, I ain't paying that either.
No, hold
That's
on.
ridiculous.
They're at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Hard Rock Stadium.
Hard Rock Stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Lando Norris won it, and Max Verstappen, he was leading most of the time, and then I think a pace car thing screwed it up or something. Anyways, this Max Verstappen guy just wins every freaking race apparently. So, anyways,
right now it's an hour to get from Hard Rock to where you stayed, the one hotel. It's only 20 miles.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of traffic.
Ton of traffic, but
airport was packed this morning. Everybody getting out.
Hold on, let's do 800. Just $40 a mile. That's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, and there was a lot of police escorts. I was like, do you get a police escort with that?
Yeah, you gonna get me there in 20 minutes?
Yeah. So
that's nuts.
All right. Well, anyways, F1's pretty cool. If you get a chance, go to it. And don't buy tickets ahead of time. Just show up and buy tickets, because I met a bunch of people that bought tickets and spent a ton of money, and we just bought them, and it was a lot cheaper.
Well, I heard that with the Vegas race, because like Vegas was really expensive to go to, and everyone like a simple package was like $1,500.
Yeah,
and people were freaking out, and nobody was going, and then the prices just totally dropped.
Yeah,
like the week of.
I think things like that, they just dropped. So. All right. In news, Dallas industrial was white hot. Now it's getting burned by property taxes. So asset class valuations are up 51% in Dallas County.
Damn.
So consequently, a new set of property owners is royally pissed every year.
Yeah.
This spring, Dallas-Fort Worth, it's the industrial operator's turn. When Dallas County appraisal notices went out earlier this month, they showed a 51% jump in values for industrial properties. He said if these values hold, it'll create circumstances where the tenants have to move out of their buildings. You know, it doesn't affect, now it affects us, but it really affects the tenant because they're all on mostly triple net leases.
Yep.
You know, it says, but this doesn't necessarily mean the appraisal districts are wrong. I mean, yeah, it's properties are definitely, you know, definitely under. I mean, if you could blindly had to buy 10 industrial buildings at the tax value right now,
oh, you crush.
Would you just do it? Be like, okay, you don't get to inspect them or anything, but you get to buy 10 buildings.
You probably make 4 tremendous buys. 4 would be par.
4 would be. I think you'd have 4 home runs, 4 doubles, and 2 singles.
So yeah, that's what market was.
So
that's what market was.
So anyways, yeah, it's property taxes are real. They're getting up there. So
yeah,
it's that was just interesting, up 51%.
That sucks for multi though.
So that's the thing is like, you know, the multi taxes, I mean, they gotta go reprice in a year to get that, and they gotta suck wind on it till they can get it, if the market is supporting their rate.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw an interesting article, and I've said this 100 times, and this is why I think office still has not completely taken a dump yet.
Okay.
But this is why it's gonna happen. Oracle slashes office space in San Antonio. The tech firm renewed for 2 floors spanning 34,000 square feet in Hartman Spectrum building on Loop 410. Okay. So Oracle came up on a lease renewal.
Yeah.
They re-upped for 34,000 square feet in the Spectrum building. Okay. Oracle leased 4 floors in the 10-story building prior to the pandemic and have been negotiating to stay in 1 floor. The firm's return to office has been successful enough that it kept 2 floors. So here's what I've always said. Office is not going to take a complete dump until every 10-year lease that was signed before the pandemic cycles through.
Yeah.
Because this is what's going to happen. People are going to give back floors. They're going to renew, but they're going to give back floor plates. And
so they went from 10 to 1? Or 10 to 2?
They went from 4 to 2.
4 to 2.
They went from 4 to 2. It's a 10-story building.
Oh, okay.
So they were 40% of the building. Now they went to 20%. So, but that's just, I think that's an example of what's going to continue to happen as 10-year leases expire. 10-year leases signed pre-pandemic.
Here
I wouldn't
it comes.
touch office.
It's coming.
So
it's coming.
you got anything?
Starbucks has kind of hit the pooper.
Yeah, did they have a bad earnings call or something?
Yeah, they're down from on Friday. They're at 88, and this is Monday afternoon at 2:30. They're trading at 72. I mean, it's like 12% discount. Let me see.
Well, maybe it's just priced accordingly now.
Well, they're having a hard time clearing their retail locations. Let's just look at this.
You mean on the
sales side?
Sales side?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no one's buying them.
Yeah, they're struggling.
There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, the volume they're down 16%. Stock value. So I don't know. We'll see.
What's driving it?
I didn't read enough into it. Sales, earnings miss. Yeah, that's probably where it just. I mean, if you look at here's the
chart.
The chart.
Just cliff.
Yeah, it's just straight down. Yeah, not good. So I mean, that's a tenant that we look at on the single tenant net lease development LP money that we put out, pref equity money, but not a tenant that we're really too interested in working on right now. Unfortunately, even though everyone here at the Matador office is a big customer of theirs, we love the product, but not loving that right now from a financial side. But outside of that, I don't really have a lot. I just my loose observations have been debt markets have been really more challenging. I think in the last 18 months.
I think when they seem to get better, and then I think when inflation was like
last 3 weeks, it's been like oof.
Yeah, it's been tough.
So, but outside of that, I don't really have much. So
let's see.
There's a trucking firm that's closing some of their stuff.
Just
I don't know if you saw that.
Just to get. Do you remember when Wall Street Bets took on AMC on the short squeeze?
Yeah.
You know what AMC is at now?
No.
It's like at $3.
What was it? Just trading like in the teens?
It was like in the 250s.
Oh my gosh!
When the Wall Street bettors were squeezing out the short, it was a short squeeze.
Yeah, Jeez.
Now it's at $3. I don't know that the movie theaters makes it. I mean, do you remember growing up? Like there was blockbusters that would come out in the summer.
Yeah.
Do you even know what's coming out this summer?
No, I have no idea.
Is anything even coming out this summer?
I have no idea. All I know is that if you wait a couple weeks, it hit Netflix or Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Kung Fu Panda 4. My kids are obsessed with that series. So we went on a Saturday morning at North Park and decently full. I don't know. It felt like I was kind of shocked. But what I'm trying, I don't know how they survive.
Well,
tons of space.
I don't think they're making movies.
Oh.
No one's making movies. Like, I mean, this time, go back 20 years or 10 years. This time of year, it's like
Jurassic
you got the
Parks.
Marvel movie, you got the Jurassic Park movie coming. Like there was just
Men in Black.
There's just there's 7 to 10 blockbusters that are coming out for the summer. I can't tell you one movie that's coming out this summer.
Let's look it up real fast. Movie releases.
So I mean, like, what is that going to look like on a real estate perspective? There's going to be a lot of summer movie calendar.
Oh, you got it. I'm looking at a very general one.
Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see.
I don't see anything that looks somewhat appetizing at all. Looks like there's like a Pele movie coming out.
Well, it looks like the
Civil War just came out. That movie about, I guess, us getting into Civil War.
The Fall Guy. That looks like that might be decent. Ryan Gosling.
Mm-hmm. John Travolta's coming out with another one.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Who cares?
It's like the 8th rendition of it.
They're coming out with a Mad Max. I'm like, what do you make on that movie? It's just the same thing over again.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage is coming out with something.
Hang on. Oh, Bad Boys, Ride or Die.
Oh my god.
They're coming out with another Bad Boys. Let's see. The Watchers. No, there's a what's his name? Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 1. Some Kevin Costner, country and western, where he's gonna talk like John Dutton. He's going to tell you something and then say it backwards, and it's like the best thing you ever heard.
That's funny.
Oh, man, who's this guy? Oh, this Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool's going to be awesome.
Actually, that sounds pretty good.
Okay. Well, I guess there is still some movies. We'll see.
Did you see the photo of Clint Eastwood that went viral the other day?
No.
He looks like a skeleton of a man.
He's pretty old, man.
He's like 93 now.
What a stud, though.
He's the mayor of Carmel by the Sea.
Is he really?
The former, excuse me. He's 93 right now. Jeez, mister.
Stay hard, Clint.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, good luck to you out there this week. I hope you make a real estate deal. If you want to sell us one, bring it to us. We'll try to buy it.
Yeah. We'll try real hard.
Just make sure it maths on it.
Yes, please. Yeah, frame it up good for me, baby.
Yeah. All righty.
See ya.